city, you cannot sink lower. It's Late Night with Dave and Letterman. Tonight, Tom Selleck, cartoonist Lynda Barry, musician Bobby Womack, Simon the singing Mynah bird, viewer mail, and another visit from Chris Elliott. Plus, Paul Schaefer and the world's most dangerous band. And now, January's crew member of the month, Dave and Letterman.
I'm sitting at my desk this afternoon, and I came to a conclusion. I'm already sick of the 90s. Yes, sir. Well, you know, there was an interesting item in the Post today, the New York Post. After a lengthy trial, a Brooklyn man has been acquitted now of walking up Broadway half naked. And they used a pretty interesting defense. They claimed he was allergic to pants, and he got off. Got off. Is it hot in here today? Well, prison authorities in Miami got quite a scare this morning. They discovered a metal file inside the cell of Manuel Noriega. Turned out he just uses it for facials, however. I don't remember being quite this hot.
I know.
And poor Nikolai Ceausescu. First he was removed from power, and then he was assassinated after the trial. And now, I understand his burial is being arranged by the Ayatollah's funeral director. So, what now can go wrong there? You know, look at this. I don't know how we do this night after night. Ladies and gentlemen, another wonderful television program. Tom Selleck is here with us tonight. Bobby Womack is on the program. Yep. Syndicated cartoonist Lynda Barry will be joining us. Now, here's a reason. Now, I know tomorrow is tomorrow's Saturday. You don't have school tomorrow. Yeah. So here's a good reason to be staying up. Later in the program, we have a bird. It's a trained, what is it? It's an owl, right, Morty? It's an owl. It's some kind of jungle owl. They're very rare. They're from Bolivia or Peru. What?
It's a Mynah bird.
It's a Mynah bird. And later in the program, this Mynah bird, and they get to be, how big are they? Well, actually, in the wild, you know, you can get them to be 8, 9 feet. But the one we have here tonight is a desk size, right? This Mynah bird has been taught by his owner, what? To sing
Blueberry Hill.
Blueberry Hill, that's right. So, that's right, from beginning to end. Huh?
We hope.
What do you mean? No. So, set those VCRs and get ready for real fun, because we'll have a Mynah bird out here in just about 55 minutes singing Blueberry Hill, a television first. Now, over there in the corner is our friend Paul Schaefer, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot in here. Thank you very much. Hey, well, so listen. It's Friday. We tried out different looks for you. We tried every uniform.
Oh, that's right. We're going to have uniforms for the 90s.
Tuesday we dressed as you. Wednesday we dressed as me.
No, you guys look...
Paul Revere and the Raiders. Today,
everything's fine. Back to
our
normal.
own look.
This is the way
I
we
prefer
like
this look. I don't know about you. We brought him out early to sit in with us for the evening. Say hello to Bobby Womack.
Hi, Bobby.
He's
How
over
are you?
here.
Nice to have you here.
The great soul composer, arranger, producer, Bobby Womack.
last night we're talking to Bill Lee. He's 67 years old, still playing baseball in the Senior Baseball League. Right in the middle of the discussion with Bill Lee. Here, watch for your own selves. See what happened last night, a scant 24 hours ago. There I am. Lift up your head. Bingo, that's it. My contact lens. Now, one more time in slow motion, Hal. Let's capture all the drama, the excitement, the pageantry, the color. Here it is, super slow motion. And yo! Not easy, ladies and gentlemen. This job is not easy.
Oh.
And also, last night we mentioned Eskimo pie.
Yeah.
See, this is the nice thing about living in America. Today, we received, free of charge, 15 cases of Eskimo pies.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet deal for us, isn't it?
So there was some kind of method to that.
Yeah, we got it. We got a little free deal, but we should pass them on to a good cause.
Bring them down here.
Yeah. There they are, right there. Okay, let's we'll let them get good and runny, and then we'll pass them out. Here it is. The am I doing this right? The top 10 list. Here we go. Top 10 secrets Bush is afraid Noriega might reveal. You know, he was on the CIA payroll. You know,
so
this
we
Noriega.
understand. Yeah.
Top 10 secrets Bush now is afraid that Noriega might reveal. Here we go. Number 10.
Number 10.
And with that, the list officially begins.
Number 10.
Number 10. Buying vowels on Wheel of Fortune is a money laundering operation. Number 9, White House pours bar brand liquor into name brand bottles. Number 8, Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox may have played best friends on TV's Chips, but in real life, they were anything but. I don't think we'll finish that. I'll be right back. It's Eskimo pie time, kids. Give me a hand here. Did everybody get an Eskimo pie? Good. I'm glad you did. I hope you enjoyed them. We'll make sure. All right. We'll make sure. Oh, my God, there's some kind of Eskimo pie riot breaking out up there. It's Friday night, ladies and gentlemen, and in addition to passing out dessert on Friday night, we answer our viewer mail. Paul, do you have the... Here we go. Okay. Napkins? Who needs a napkin? All right. Here we go. Letter number 1. Dear Dave, Freud said people who drive fast aren't getting enough sex. Comments. Your pal Larry Hall, Hermosa Beach, California. Yeah, well, what did Freud say about people who drive really, really fast? Number 2, Dear Dave, we watch your show nearly every night, especially on Fridays when you read the viewer's mail. We all really think you are a nut. Keep up the good work. General Electric has got to be proud of you. Donald Logsdon and Oklahoma State Penitentiary inmates, McAllister, Oklahoma. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Donald, for your kind letter. And since you say you and your friends are watching the show now, perhaps there is something I can do for you in return. Here's what you do. Turn up the television very loudly right now and go to work, and I'll cover you. Howard, play those digging and filing sound effects, can you? There you go. I hope that helped a little bit there. I feel like I'm doing time. What the hell? Are we raising orchids in here, Morty? Is that the deal? Woo! That's an Eskimo. Back there making pie.
That's what they sound like. Tell them to hurry up. because some people didn't get
We
theirs.
hired a staff of Eskimos just to make those pies for you folks. Man, I am sweating like a New York waiter. This is unbelievable. The roof of my mouth is now sweating.
Wow, that's hot.
Letter number 3. Dear Dave, I bet you could have beaten Gary Kasparov if you had been playing Monopoly. Best, John DeBello, Buffalo, New York. Well, this letter is, of course, referring to the nightly chess match that I waged against world chess champion Gary Kasparov. It took about 5 weeks, and we went night after night after night, and it was a lot of fun. And I think this could be great, too. You know, I could just use the phone right here. We call Kasparov, and then I roll the dice and make my move, and then the next night he would roll his dice. This could go on for, like, years, literally. You know, come to think of it, maybe that would be, oh, forget it. That would be way too long. What do you think, Paul? Is that too long? Should we just skip this?
What?
Should I just forget about this Monopoly game?
Oh, yes, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
You're right. It went a little too long. Yeah.
Will someone please bring me a moist towelette? Please, I crave a moist... Hello? Thank you.
No, an Eskimo pie is really nice when you're hot. It cools you right now.
Yeah. Letter number 4. Are we at 4 now?
Letter number 4, yes.
Yeah. Dear Dave, since you gave up smoking, have you taken up any other potentially dangerous habits? Concerned, Vicky Welfare, Edmonds, Washington. You know, I used to smoke cigars, and I was smoking way too many of them, so I just finally decided to give them up. And there was a period immediately after I stopped smoking those cigars where, you know, just to keep my hands occupied, I picked up a pretty bad habit. Roll that videotape, Hal, and see what you think. Here it is.
So where did you get the idea to do the book in the first place?
Well, my second husband had a lot of old card tables around, and I just got to thinking, there must be a lot of uses for these things, even if you don't play cards. So I got a lot of Elmer's glue and plenty of glitter, and I went to work. There were a few problems, including the fire that you just showed in the videotape. But by the time the Super Bowl rolled around, I was ready to go. The Signs of the Zodiac series was probably the most popular. In fact, John Davidson commissioned a set for his personal use. It was with that money that I got the idea for the cross-country trip and the sail-powered card table. I went along Route 80 most of the way, but I have a sister in Fort Worth, so I did take one side trip down there. That probably covers a week or two off my final time. Anyway, the series is on the Lifetime Network.
Okay, there you go. I'm going to take a shower, and we'll be right back with Tom Selleck. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The only network television show that I know of providing free snacks. You've been around television for a long, long time. Have you ever seen a show that passes out free snacks?
I've been on television for 15 years.
Yeah.
I have never seen a show.
Exactly.
Never seen a show.
What about the
that
nightly
passes
news? Do they pass
free
out snacks?
Nightly news? No.
Donahue? No. The Today Show?
No, no.
Bonanza in their
Never
heyday.
did. Never.
At the height of the popularity Bonanza,
Never
were they
did.
passing out snacks?
Never.
No. Merv Griffin?
Never
No.
did.
No. Merv ate all the snacks.
Never.
I don't know. You know, I don't even think he's fat. Why would I even say that?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't know. I think Laverne and Shirley may possibly have.
Thank you very much. Laverne and Shirley passed
They
out
may
snacks?
possibly, but damn. But that was in between,
Hey,
you
let
know,
me
when the
ask you
tape
something.
was
Were they
stopped.
high-quality snacks?
No,
Were they
no.
tasty?
Just
Were they
popcorn.
frozen confections?
No,
Were they
absolutely.
enjoyable? Huh?
Absolutely.
All right. Were they thoughtfully selected by a dietitian?
Not like ours. Were ours thoughtfully selected by a dietitian?
Well, yeah.
Right.
Our first guest tonight is a really, really big star and a good friend of ours. He is an actor and, listen to this, also a producer. His upcoming film is entitled Quigley Down Under. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Tom Selleck. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Happy New Year.
Thanks. Is it hot in here? Because I got a tweed suit on.
Oh, well, hey, if you're doing what I've been doing, it's awfully hot.
There you go.
Oh, congratulations. I think the last time we saw you, Your wife was expecting a baby. It's arrived, the baby?
It's a year old.
And, oh, yeah. and when did you take delivery?
I took delivery actually the day it arrived. I was
Good.
in there.
And it's
I
a
cut
boy,
the cord.
girl?
No, it's still a girl.
Yeah.
Can I use it, Kleenex? I want to just save
Well,
this for
I don't
later.
think these are Kleenexes. They're actually tissues.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand these keep real well, so.
So you were, yeah, just put that in your inside pocket. So you were actually in there when the baby was born, huh?
Yeah, I was.
Fun?
No, it wasn't fun. Yeah. I was worried. My wife was quite happy, but I was doing all the worrying.
Yeah.
And
how long was
I
the
think
labor?
that's the proper role of the father.
To worry and be
Yeah,
supportive?
yeah. I think that's all. Well, he can't do much. Nothing physical happens to him except maybe hives, you know, so.
And was it a lengthy process?
Yeah, it was about 18 hours.
Oh,
I was
man.
coaching. You know, I was a coach.
Now, to me, I can't imagine doing anything for 18 hours.
I can't either.
Yeah. So, anyway, everything's great, and congratulations on that.
Oh, everything's great. She's almost walking. She's taken a couple steps. Her name's Hannah, and she's it's kind of Frankenstein-esque, but she's really gifted.
Good for you. Yeah. And now you're producing. Now, what does that mean exactly? You're producing a movie. How do you get a deal to produce a film? Is that where the real money is, by the way?
Can be.
Yeah.
Can be. There's one way to get it. It's kind of the road I took. You just become the star of a television show, and then you say, I want to produce next year. And they let you.
Right.
But we did okay, so we got a deal out of it, and I'm producing this movie of the week.
Oh, it's a television film. So now you, as producer, what does that mean? What are you doing?
Well, right now, I came here for like 3 days, and we're casting actors.
Well, hell, I could do that.
No, you can't. You
No,
don't
I
want
could
to.
do that. I'm just trying to
Yes,
think.
you can. I'm one of the suits now.
I'm trying to think in my own mind if I could produce one day. So you're casting?
Yeah, you sit in an office, and your job is to intimidate and humiliate actors.
I could do that. I do that literally every night. Oh, thank you. God bless you. You know, by the way, we validate. So who did you see this afternoon? What was the part you were casting this afternoon?
We were casting the 2 leads and a co-star.
And see anything you liked?
Yeah, we saw a few actors. They don't know yet, so
yeah.
We don't want to tell. It's real hard because, you know, I was an actor first, and I made a fool out of myself a lot of times.
No, really? You think so? As an actor?
Oh, I know so. No,
really?
I was in the business about 14 years before I got Magnum, and when I got Magnum, I'd had about 1 job in a year and a half, so I failed a lot. And, you know, I sit in there, and it's just real difficult because I kind of remember the pain.
Now, but do you let that cloud your judgment? Because you don't want somebody failing now that you're the producer.
I try and give them a second chance.
Yeah.
They get real bored with me in the office because I'm always
It's a little different, yeah.
Yeah, they all want to move on, you know. They said that was a turkey, let's just go on.
All right. Now,
I don't know producer talk yet.
Yeah. And the film in Australia, you were actually in Australia doing that?
I was acting in that one.
Yeah, you were acting in that one. That one's Quigley Down Under?
Yeah, it's about a cowboy who goes down to Australia in about 1860. And it's just a good Western, a script I've known about for about 4 or 5 years.
Based on actual occurrences?
No. My character's a sharpshooter, and he goes down there. He's hired by a wealthy British rancher and to shoot dingoes, and he gets...
Dingoes being the...
dogs.
Yeah, well, of course, I knew that.
Wild dogs,
I
actually.
think they were like...
well, they're vicious wild dogs.
People who come out to the car and clean your windshield. No, I knew what they were. And do we have a clip of this?
I did bring a clip.
Great, let's take a look at the clip. This is Quigley Down Under, starring Tom Selleck, and who else is in the film?
Laura San Giacomo and Alan Rickman.
Okay, here we go. Take a look at this, folks, and soon to be appearing in theaters all over... This doesn't seem to be it at all, Tom. What exactly is this?
Well, that's Doug Flutie's Hail Mary pass, Boston, Miami.
You don't actually have a clip of the other, do you?
They don't exist till we just finished shooting.
This audience is full of sugar, so be careful. Don't make any false moves. I will do a commercial and be right back here with Tom Selleck. if you can, hang around for this. You see the bottom listing there? We have Simon, the singing Mynah bird tonight, singing Blueberry Hill. Paul, will you be accompanying the bird?
Yes, we will.
Grammy-nominated Paul Schaefer accompanying the bird tonight.
Working with a Mynah bird.
I really miss their uniform.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is them. Last night they had the Paul Revere and the Raider uniforms. Tom, what is this? I have here a copy of the, I guess, a recent issue of Us magazine.
Yeah.
And here we have, I guess this is an advertisement, an ad for this. Do you know anything about this?
Boy, that's some ad.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's the first time I've seen that. You know, it's a Hollywood Walk of Fame. They asked me a couple years ago if they could use my picture to raise some money to, you know, refurbish Hollywood, but I didn't know they were going to put me on a plate.
Oh, I see. This is, it's what it is. It's a commemorative plate. And, but I
really
thought that,
good pictures, too.
I thought that this was, this doesn't go to your pocket then. This is for a higher purpose.
No, I don't think I get a red cent.
It's actually a 10¼ inch plate, 24-karat gold border.
Are they numbered? Or
It doesn't say if it's dishwasher safe or not. I don't know. Limited to a total of 90 firing days. What does that mean? I have that in my contract, as a matter of fact.
Throw them up and shoot them.
Well, anyway, that's a lovely item. It's the Tom Selleck plate, boys and girls.
Boy, and go run right out and buy one of those.
But they use it to restore Hollywood. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think it's a good cause, but I don't know about the plate.
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
You might want to look into these things.
It gets uncontrollable. It's kind of weird.
I can't stop making this noise. What were we going to talk about? Oh, you know, you're a big sports fan. You still go out and play ball with the Dodgers periodically?
Well, I've done about 3 times. I hit with the Tigers first, and then I hit with the Orioles.
Is that really your favorite team? Because you used to wear the hat in the
Yeah, I was born there.
Yeah.
I mean, Tommy Lasorda always gets on my case.
Yeah.
I did hit with the Dodgers this last year, but I have tapes of the first 2. I didn't save any videotape of the third one. It was miserable. I failed.
Yeah.
And I hit with the pitchers, and it didn't matter.
But now, didn't you at one time tell me you actually jerked one out of the park?
I jerked them out of the park in Detroit, and well, I didn't jerk them out.
Well,
I mean,
no, but
I mean, they cleared the fence. I
you
hit
don't
a
have
couple
the tape,
out.
so you can say that you jerked them out.
Yeah, but the Oakland A's were there, and they were constantly yelling at me, warning track power.
Yeah. Oh,
you know.
Yeah, but for me, even warning track power, hell, you know, with a 3-iron warning track power would be pretty good. But in college, you played, what was your sport there?
I played basketball.
Yeah.
A real wise decision to be a 6'4" forward.
Well, now,
Yeah.
but in those days, and excuse me for saying that, but in those days,
Oh, it was in those
6'4",
days, yeah.
that's a pretty good-sized ball player, isn't it?
No, it was in the Pac-10. I played at USC, and everybody was like 6', 7, or 8. I just...
Who else was on your team?
Well, I was used primarily for standing ovations for John Block, our star center, at the end of the game. And I scored...
They would bring him out.
He'd bring him out at the end of the game. He'd always score a lot of points.
and
I'd
go
out, yeah. I was a good leaper, and my best moment was before the game, stuffing the basketball. Yeah. But after that...
A real crowd pleaser.
Yeah, and then it was riding the pine.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you, now while you were in college, were you also doing commercials?
I did a commercial at the, that was almost the first job I ever had. I got a Pepsi-Cola commercial because it had a basketball format. I don't think I got it because of my ability to emote, but because I could stuff a basketball, so they hired me, and they thought I was an actor.
Yeah. See, now that's interesting to me. In college, you knew how to get jobs in commercials, you know?
No, I really didn't. I went to about 50 interviews, and this is the first one I ever got. So
yeah, but still in all, I mean, you go to Ball State, and a guy comes into the fraternity house at the end of the day, and you know, hey, they're hiring at Burger King, and then you go over there. It's a whole different deal.
It was okay. I had to. In those days, they didn't have quite the same advertising laws, so some guy came from Pepsi or something and said it's photographing badly, and it's too dark. So they took this whole case of Pepsi, and they were bottles, and they watered them down about half water. Yeah. And half Pepsi,
tasty.
and I would ecstatically, you did everything ecstatically in commercials. I would ecstatically chug-a-lug water and Pepsi, and I don't think I had one for about 5 years after that.
How many did you have to put away?
Oh, about a case and a half, I counted.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So like 36
I'm
containers?
glad you brought this back.
36 bottles of this stuff you downed during the course of...
the big bottle, not the shorties,
you know,
not stubbies.
And you lived to tell about it.
Yeah, but I didn't drink any Pepsi for a long time.
So now how much longer are you going to be in New York here?
Just till Saturday.
Yeah. Having a good time working, casting and stuff?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, but it's I'd rather act.
And then back to Hollywood and your family and stuff.
See my baby and my wife, and
Oh, hey, before you get out of here, by the way, one of these days the kid will thank me for this. Get her started on these Eskimo pies. There you go. Look, it's Tom Selleck. We'll be right back, folks. You know, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's repeat includes an appearance by megastar Tom Selleck.
yeah, but only in this part, Dave.
Right, but technically the show includes you.
That's pretty sleazy, Dave.
It's no plate. Lynda Barry will be here in a matter of moments. Musician Bobby Womack, who's sitting in with the band all evening, will be playing a little bit later. What are we going to hear?
One of his new tunes, Save the Children.
Save the Children, all right. And also, the singing Mynah. We'll sing the... Have you heard this, Paul?
Yeah.
Have you rehearsed with the bird?
No rehearsal as yet.
How come?
Well, we didn't get to it. The bird and your bird couldn't exactly sing before the show, but perhaps he will sing.
Don't screw this up for me.
Well, we were set up. We were ready to rehearse. We never quite got to hear him sing before the show.
Right. You're telling me the bird is drunk?
We're glad. We hope that he's going to sing when it comes to
Simon, the singing Mynah bird, to sing
Blueberry Hill.
That's right. All right, then on Monday's program, Larry King will be joining us, and Julie Crone, a famous jockey, and also... Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Elliott, of course, and Gerard Mulligan. Nice to see you guys.
Oh, nice to see you.
How've you been?
Oh, we've been pretty good, I guess. Well, actually, I had some minor surgery done.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Really?
nothing serious.
What exactly?
Well, Dave, you're not supposed to ask somebody
sorry.
that. It could be something personal.
Yeah.
Well, let me just say that I had a choice between a pipe cleaner type device and a foot pump. And I chose the foot pump because it's a lot more easier that way. And actually, except for the hissing sound, my wife and I are much happier.
Well, it's certainly a lovely story, and it's not what I heard. Anyway, and this is your brother...
This is my brother Bobby. I don't know if
nice
you've
to
ever
see you
met him.
again. Bobby was here once before. What are you guys doing here?
Well, I was showing him the office.
But you know, when you were here like 6 weeks ago, you were showing him the office.
Yeah, but you got this new Xerox machine.
Right.
And Bobby loves it. For him, that's better than being on Space Mountain.
Really? You enjoy the new Xerox?
Yeah, it's great. I just made 2,000 copies of my car keys.
Wow, look at that. That is... Can you see that? That is really great. Really nice.
You know, Bobby was always the artist in the family.
Yeah, well, I can tell. So, what are you guys up to?
Well, Dave, the real reason we're out here is to promote our upcoming National Geographic special. Explores the life of the great mountain apes in Africa.
Oh, that sounds very exciting. You actually go out and you look for the apes?
Yeah, we actually ripped off the idea from that Sigourney Weaver movie a few years ago.
Yeah.
But, you know, she didn't use real apes in that movie. She used midgets dressed up in fur costumes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But we used real apes, and I think we have a clip.
Oh,
if you'd like to take a look at it. And you know something about this clip, you'll see the how marvelous these animals are, and really what a wonderful relationship we struck up with them.
National
it's like
Geographic
one big family.
special coming
it's coming up.
Okay, here we go.
Jerry, what was that? Was that an ape?
I didn't hear anything.
Bobby, did you spy an ape? No, I was taking a leak.
Hey, over there. It's an ape.
Look at that. Isn't he human-like? What a marvelous creature. Hi. How are you? Hey, what does he have? What is that, Jerry? What is...
He's got a gun! He's got a gun! He's gonna shoot us!
here with Bobby Womack. Thanks, folks. I failed to mention one thing. On Tuesday, our program will have George Foreman. Now, that is the, I guess, the first day after his fight with Jerry Cooney in Atlantic City. George Foreman will be here, win or lose. Is that correct, Morty? Right. That'll be on Tuesday. All right. Our next guest just has started out singing gospel. What does that say? What did I say? Who said that? Let me try it again. Our next guest started out singing gospel, but moved into rhythm and blues and rock and roll, and this is his 16th album right here called, as you can see, Save the Children. Please welcome back to the program, folks, one of the legends from the world of music, Bobby Womack.
Save the children, we might save the world. Every mother's wish for her boy and girl. Inside the city yesterday, his mother held him to her breast as she began to pray. Please let them grow up to be strong and know the truth and have the chance to taste the innocence of you, the innocence of you, the innocence of you. You know what we got to do. Save the children, and we might save the world. The wall has to learn how to survive before he learns to fall. He needs somebody who can give him a guiding hand. We brought them into this world. They deserve a chance. They deserve a chance. Got to have a chance. Why can't we both understand? Oh, save them. What about y'all clapping your hands one time? Save them, baby. Gotta save them. We got to save them, baby. Oh, we got to save them, baby. Slow down. Slow down. Moving too fast. I don't think it's hard to land. Somewhere it must end, even if we have to stop and start all over again. A very good friend of mine once said, oh, what's going on? What's and I can remember another friend of mine telling me, change gonna come. Save the children, and we might save the world. Every mother's wish from her woman girl. We got to save children. We got to save the children. We got to save the children. Play, save the children.
Our next guest is a syndicated cartoonist and a novelist. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the program, Lynda Barry. Lynda, are you here? What the hell was that? What are you doing? You ran right out. I've never seen you run right out like that.
I'm trying to get more enthusiastic.
Really? Do you feel that maybe you're not enthusiastic enough?
Today, yeah.
Really? Why? What's the problem?
I'm really hungover, like badly hungover.
Really?
Yeah.
So you were. How recently were you drunk?
I was drunk last night, and I'm not a person who drinks a whole lot.
You shouldn't be drunk under any circumstances.
Right, but that's true. And if you don't drink a whole lot, it's like I had like a couple drinks on an empty stomach, and
What
I was
were you
like,
drinking?
I was drinking margaritas, and I was like, what is this feeling?
Yeah.
Why do I love everybody?
Yeah.
And and then I woke up like in the middle of the night, and I had to throw up, you know.
Yeah.
And like I went into my bathroom, and the toilet looked like it was doing like this, like, you know, catch me.
Yeah.
And
now, is that the alcohol, or do you have really big roaches?
No.
Wouldn't that be something? That they were actually...
Just yeah. No, so then I woke up, and I had that, you know, that after you drink, that cringe factor feeling about what you've been talking about the night before, that kind of...
It gradually dawns on you what you were saying? Yeah.
I had to call up a friend that I went out with, and I actually challenged people to shuffleboard, you know, bowling. Like, come on, man, I'm gonna, you know, and explain why Led Zeppelin was great, you know.
You shouldn't.
Why you call me another man's name when I make sweet love to you? I was like doing that. And I said,
but you know, you just did that sober.
Yeah. Ooh, I guess you got me. And I also said that I missed Muammar Gaddafi. I was informed that I miss Gaddafi.
Was there a reason for this, or was it just it kind of sneaked up on you?
Yeah, there's a reason for it. On Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, my boyfriend dumped me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Was this a long-term deal?
Yeah. We had been going out for like a year and a half, and it came like completely. It was a complete surprise. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How did he announce his feelings or lack thereof to you?
He gave me a watch.
Really?
I swear to God, he gave me a watch.
It's like a retirement party.
I know. But the thing is, when you're going through breakup, the thing that's really wild is everything starts to feel like it's talking about your relationship.
Oh yeah.
And
songs on the radio, that kind of stuff.
Commercials. Like I actually cried during a muffler commercial. You know, like your muffler's old, replace it. It's like, no, don't replace it, baby. We'll go to couples counseling.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Are you feeling a little bit better now?
Yeah.
That's been, what, about a month? A little over a month?
I'm feeling all right.
And where did the guy, is he still in the Chicago area? Or did he just,
He's like a lot of guys, he needed more space. Now, I just want to ask you, like, what do you guys do with that space?
Well.
Like, why do you need space?
I have an awful lot of shoes.
I was thinking, you know how they have, like, frequent flyer deals, you know? I think that you should get that with boyfriends. And then after a certain point, you can go, like, get a free boyfriend, you know, or an upgrade. Like, you know, one who does not need space. The man does not need space.
So what is your approach now? Do you, I mean, you're not completely healed, I guess, from this. So what do you do? I mean, you can't be out drinking every night.
No, you can't. Well, I don't know, you just talk to your friends and
pull you through.
Just try to groove on it.
I'm sorry?
You try to groove on it.
Try to groove
you say
on
things
it.
like, you try to groove on it. You start, you know.
Did you, have we ever talked?
You say things like head trip. You start, like, using phrases.
All right, let's go on now, Lynda. Okay. Have you, did we ever talk about your childhood?
A little bit.
And was there anything conventional about your childhood? I'm guessing in certain ways it was largely unconventional. Was there anything sort of average, sort of normal?
Well, I was a Girl Scout.
There you go.
I was a Girl Scout, but we had like the criminal Girl Scouts. No, I'm serious. We had this troop leader. She was this real big woman who had that kind of two-color hair, the bottom part blonde.
Yes.
Would only let us call her Peaches. We didn't really know her like real name. And no, I'm serious. And she did stuff like.
Was she a nice woman, Peaches?
No, she let us smoke. We were like the only smoking Girl Scouts. Seriously, we would like go on campouts. We'd go on campouts. It'd be like really cold, right? We'd be like rolling cigarettes out of maple leaves and toilet paper, like burning our eyebrows off. She'd be in her car with the heater turned up, reading romance magazines and stuff. But she did this thing. Where we go on campouts, and when you're a Girl Scout and you go on campouts, you get this little slip of what food you're supposed to bring.
Sure.
And everybody was supposed to bring meat, right? You're supposed to bring 9 pork chops, bring bacon and all this stuff. And we'd bring it to her house, and she'd put it in her freezer, and we'd never see it. We'd just have like macaroni and cheese. And you know, money for badges. She'd give you badges for anything. You know, you could have badges for like, you know, you've seen a dog hair. Okay, you can have like a badge.
I'm sorry, what was that one?
You've seen a dog hair. You know,
you've seen a dog hair. You get a badge for that. I didn't realize that.
But you pay her the money, and the badges would like, they'd never come.
Never arrive.
And she'd say like stuff like, you know, I told you they had to come from France. And, you know, and then you had to sing Kumbaya, you know, for the 100th time. And the last time I saw her, she was like a slave driver to get us to sell those Girl Scout cookies. Slave driver. And we sold like 1 million Girl Scout cookies. It was like the, you know, you can't go home until you sell the, you know, the 100 boxes. And then we went to like get our awards, and her house was like empty. You know, like curtains blowing.
She had vanished?
Curtains blowing.
So she took the cookie money?
She took the cookie money.
She took the cookie money and the Girl Scout meat and left?
She made us buy meat, and she took the cookie money.
Oh, man, that's sad.
But, you know, our next leader was not as good.
Drop down a notch.
Right.
Jeez, that's a darn shame. I'm sorry to hear about this breakup in your life.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I might pep you up. We have a bird who sings.
All right.
Can you hang around for that?
I can, definitely.
All right, we'll do that right after we take a look at this. I want to thank Bobby Womack. Thanks, Bobby. Nice job. Nice having you here. And Lynda Barry. Lynda, nice to see you. Have a good time back in Chicago. And my thanks also to Tom Selleck. We'll be on again Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, with George Foreman. Win or lose after his big bout with Jerry Cooney down there in Atlantic City. Okay, kids, here it is. Get ready. Hang on to something. All the way from Pinellas Park, Florida, to sing Blueberry Hell. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Simon, the singing Mynah bird. Simon, go!